speedrun, Chungus speedrun, Chungus, Chungus, Chungus speedrun, Chungus speedrun, Chungus speedrun, Chungus, Chung.
Two. Alright, hello there everybody. I am portalguy10000. To those who know me, hello. To those who don't, hello to you as well. I am known as the guy who plays a lot of Chungus. Anyway, this is Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters, and ever since the Gone was announced, I was very excited to play this game. I didn't know the game at the time, but I was like, yep, this is the game I want to show to the community, and there's a couple of good reasons for that in my opinion. So if we go ahead and jump right in, game will start off with this little cutscene with Daffy Duck going over to Granny. Plot is relatively simple. It's that he's an exterminator, and she called him because she has like a rat problem. But this being Daffy Duck, he messes things up and ends up sending a time crystal somewhere in the past, and then gets warped there with him. So Granny just recruits Bugs and Taz to help out. So we're gonna go ahead and skip this intro cutscene. There are almost no unskippable cutscenes for this game, and we'll just go ahead and talk about the run as we do it. Now, this is a 3D platformer jump and run, sort of a collectathon. Category is called All Boss Tokens. There's 12 of them in the game, and 4 worlds that you go to. So there's 4 eras throughout the game. The Aztec era, the Viking era, the Arabian era, and the Transylvanian era. So the first one you're supposed to visit, and time will start as soon as I take control of Bugs, which is right now. So first thing we're gonna want to do is switch to Taz, because Taz moves a little faster, especially when he's like spinning. Then we're gonna call Bugs here, and we're gonna do something that is completely intended. Now, the world we're currently in is the tutorial world, and it serves as sort of like a hub world as well. Normally once you finish it, you're supposed to go to the Aztec era. However, we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to do some totally legitimate shenanigans, and we're going to just fly over from out of bounds and enter the Viking era. Now, the reason we do that area first is because we unlock some abilities, and there's some... This is a really cool game, by the way, as a casual experience. I do recommend it. You're going to have a genuinely good time, and it's also like a surprisingly good speedrun with a relatively small community. If I gotta be honest, there's like on the category I'm doing, there's only like 11 runs, one of them being my own, and for the few amount of runs that there are actually in this game, it's actually surprisingly well optimized. Like world record in this is insanely cool. It's 29 minutes 18 seconds. Now we're gonna be finishing the game in well, at least 10 minutes slower than that, so we'll see where we end up. Now, we just learned an ability to throw Bugs. Collision is not a thing, by the way. Like, it's only a suggestion, and it's something that we really don't need to take seriously, especially from a game that released during the PS1 era, which does remind me this game did release also on the PS1. As far as I'm aware, the run is more or less the same. I know some people within the community favor the PS1 version. I'm not entirely sure why, but that is worth mentioning. So yeah, like I said, it's a relatively small community of this relatively untouched game, and there's already like a crap ton of things discovered. So this is the first boss token we're gonna be getting. There's 3 in each world. So yeah. This is the world token, as it's called. So we're gonna do some shenanigans here and grab Bugs while he's grabbing on the ledge. And then we're gonna be mega speedy as a result. Just don't question it, just go with it. I have no idea why it happens. Actually, I have a pretty good idea of why it happens. It's because we learned the ability to throw Bugs, and when Bugs is being thrown, he's actually significantly faster in the air. So when you try to grab Bugs while he's in a ledge grab and then Taz dies, the game just automatically assumes that Bugs is being thrown. Or at least that's my interpretation of it. But yeah. Like any good game from the early 2000s, there has to be a sliding section, and I am pleased to say that the sliding sections in this game are pretty they're pretty fun. Now there is one genuine flaw with this one though, with this particular level. Every time you jump, you gain speed. So that's the thing, and that's how we win this race against the two Vikings here. Looks at HP1 and HP2 PS1. Yep. Exactly. Now, one of the reasons that I really wanted to show this game off is because it really just genuinely reminds me of like an HP PS1 run, as well as like an HP PC run from like the earlier games, if that makes any sense, because stuff like jumping up and down slopes is indeed faster in this game. So yeah, I don't know what was up with that at that time, but I take it was like a thing that was quite popular. So the next level we're going to be doing is the Moon Valley, and we learned to roll. Every time we talk to Tweety, by the way, the reason for that is because he teaches us a new ability. I don't think I mentioned that, and one of the abilities we did learn from one of those conversations was to roll as bugs. We're going to be using that for movement quite a bit throughout the run, because it's faster. Yeah, it does have Asterix vibes. I do agree with that one as well. The games it reminds me of are HP1 and 2 PS1, HP1 PC, believe it or not, and Disney's Aladdin is also another one. So yeah, this is a little cool movement optimization that we did there. That's not how you're supposed to do that area casually, but you can do it, so we do it. So here we're gonna make Bugs ultra speedy again by suiciding Taz into this pool. Now, it is worth mentioning, neither Taz nor Bugs can swim in cold water. They can swim in warm water, but when they try... Oh, I just fell down. That is not optimal. I don't recommend it. But it's okay. Insanely skill level, high skill ceiling with this game, as you can see by my performance. But yeah, if any of you wanna give the game a go, it's actually an extremely easy speedrun to pick up. I learned this game within 3 days, and I instantly fell in love with it. Now, I am playing it with a keyboard, which is a little bit suboptimal, but it's how I played this game as a child, and unfortunately, you're not getting through my child muscle memory, so it is probably recommended to play it on controller. I imagine it plays a lot better on controller, and I'll actually try not to die here. There we go. So even though the run is called all boss tokens, this is one of the 2 bosses we actually fight in this game. So this fight is relatively straightforward. Taz is carrying a shield, this guy's throwing bombs at us, and Bugs is gonna pick up the bombs and throw them. If Taz tries to pick up a bomb, he'll just end up eating it instead because he doesn't know what to do with it. Yeah, it's a really cool game with like the dynamic of Bugs and Taz. Like, Bugs is used for quote-unquote intelligent tasks, and Taz is just, you know, the brawn. Like, if Bugs is the brains, then Taz is the brawn, and they actually work quite well together. Another thing that is worth mentioning is that there is co-op for this game, and it's really good co-op. And I do recommend you check it out, because the co-op run is, in my opinion, even more impressive than the single player one. So yeah, there's 3 more shields that we gotta destroy here. Again, relatively easy. This guy's gonna jump, by the way, and we can actually skip his animation by standing on the ledge and letting him just fall in the water, just like that. Yeah. There's a lot of things to talk about. Originally, I did have Mip to commentate his run. However, he's currently unavailable, sadly, due to a family emergency. So huge shout outs to Mip. He's a really talented HP runner. Anyway, so after we destroy these two shields, the boss fight is over, and I will actually show you the cutscene at the end of the boss fight because I do think it's kind of funny. There's almost no unskippable cutscenes in this game. The only truly unskippable ones are... Oh, that's interesting that that didn't work. The only truly unskippable ones are the ones where you pick up the tokens. So, yeah. Also, we're probably gonna end up going a little bit overestimate here, but that's fine. I anticipated it. There we go. He's gonna wave us goodbye, and if we look towards him, there he is in the ice school over there. And yeah.
No.
There we go, and that's the Moon Valley. One of the Oh, okay, I was actually not supposed to do that. I was supposed to click to Grandwich. There we go. So Taz can't move. Instantly out of a level. I don't know what's up with that and how that got through testing, but you need to do something with him to activate him. You can only move his bugs. So yeah, like I said, running up and down slopes is faster. So here we're gonna throw bugs out of bounds like that and just enter the trigger. And we're gonna thanks for the good luck, by the way, everybody. I don't know if I said that. We're gonna go into what is personally my least favorite run of the run, or level of the run rather, and it's known as Baboon Realm. I am so unbelievably bad at this level, and I'm doing the easiest possible way of doing it. Now, it is worth mentioning, since I do consider myself a quote-unquote beginner of this game, I highly recommend you check out the world record once again, simply because, well, it's a really fun record to watch. And let me actually switch to Taz here. Oh, okay, there we go. That's the reason I hate this level. There's baboons, and baboons are evil. They're so annoying. Anyway, so we're gonna stand right here and we're going to roll. Oh, okay, that's exactly what I was scared of happening. There we go. We're gonna roll all the way over there. Baboon not free indeed. We're gonna call Taz here and we're gonna jump on his... Oh, we're gonna... Oh, okay. This is a problem. That's okay. Okay. Everything was planned. Yeah, as you can tell, not my favorite level of the game, but still pretty cool, in my opinion. So here we're gonna switch to Taz, we're gonna call bugs, we're gonna jump on his head like that. And then we're gonna aim over there, we're gonna switch to Taz. And, ooh, okay. Somehow I missed. Ooh, okay, somehow I just put it down. And there we go. So yeah, another reason I really have PTSD with this area is because I was stuck in this area for a significant amount of time as a child. The game kind of holds your hand really well here, so most of the time it's not too difficult to determine what you're supposed to do. But sometimes it can be difficult. So here we're gonna switch to Taz, because he does move faster than bugs. And we're gonna go over here, we're gonna take out this monkey because he's annoying. And we're gonna do this one first. And then we're gonna aim, gonna pick up another coconut. Basically we need to like open the mouths of all of these guys. Alright, and there's the third one. And right over there. Alright, then we're gonna take Taz, and we are going to swim all the way over there. And we're just gonna enter this boss fight. However, the reason we did Viking Realm first is because in Aztec Realm we're not supposed to be able to throw bugs, and throwing bugs allows us to skip this area entirely by just throwing bugs in there. So yeah, we can just skip an entire boss fight like that, which is one of the reasons why we, out of all the bosses that are in this game, we only fight 2, which is the final boss, which is Dracula, and the ship boss that we already did. So here we're gonna go ahead and open this bugs hole as Taz, just like that, and then we're gonna hop in as bugs. And normally you're supposed to like raise these platforms from below like that. We can just call Taz here and do that. It's a really cool little optimization. Both of us need to be on top to get the world token, and we're just gonna dive bomb as bugs right into it. And of course I missed it by like a millimeter, but that's okay. So we're gonna roll to the third token, which is, well, they call it a race token. Every realm has like a race or like a chase sequence that you gotta do. For the last one it was a slide, and for this one it's actually my personal favorite one. It's like a dragon chase. Here we go. Now, this is one of the games that, in my personal opinion, would benefit a lot from like a glitchless category, because there's a lot of movement tech overall in this game that is like not a glitch, like Taz moving faster, you know, little optimizations like that. However, like the community is just too small, and the few runs that do exist, in my opinion, don't get nearly as much or that, yeah, nearly as many runners already. So if you're interested in this game, go ahead, pick it up. There's a really good tutorial for this category. This category is not hard to learn. It's probably the easiest speedrun I've learned so far. We're just gonna casually skip the casual route by doing that, by the way. We're gonna go this way. So here we're doing like a Crash Bandicoot sequence. Which is really cool. I never played the Crash games, surprisingly, but I played a lot of games like this as a kid. Which is, it's interesting that I never played Crash, because I own the PS2. It's not like I didn't, I just never had any of the Crash games. Yeah, SM64 vibes. Yeah, there's a lot of games that this one reminds me of. And there we go. That is token number 3. And now we're going to be to the Arabian era. I accidentally triggered the race again, but here we are. We're gonna quit back to the Grand Witch, and I'm gonna switch to bugs. And now the initial area we used to get out of bounds the first time, we're actually gonna be doing that again, but this time to, you know, do the level. However, this time we're not gonna be jumping, we're just gonna throw bugs into the trigger, just like that. Very, very simple stuff. You can do that casually as well, which is really funny. So here we're gonna charge a row as bugs, and we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna do this little area. I almost jumped off as bugs. This area, by the way, fun fact, Child Me was stuck in for so long. I just couldn't for the life of me figure out what you're supposed to do, but I failed that completely. What you're supposed to do is dive bomb into the vortex, just like that. Except I did it a little bit faster, and there is some multitasking here. You can move his Taz during that cutscene. Defendo NMG, yeah, I can see that honestly. So we're gonna call bugs, and then I'll actually move close to the exit with Taz here. And I really hate early 2000s swimming levels. Like, they were so awful. Like, if you guys remember, there was a point where at least it felt like it, but every game just needed to have a swimming section, and no game got it right for me. Like, at no point was like, damn, this is a really good time. Now, luckily, in this game, from all the swimming sections, that's the only one we actually play. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, so in order for the run to be valid, bring back that lamp. We need to shout that with him. So this is the chase sequence of this level. It's a carpet chase. We're chasing this guy, and we're basically trying to beat him to the end of the level. And we can throw coconuts at him to slow him down, but it really feels as though we don't have to throw that many. But yeah, carrots in this game, by the way, are very interesting because in this game, carrots serve as a currency, a health source, and as a projectile later on in the game. So probably single most versatile implementation in the game, and it's like so weird. Like, imagine if like you're playing HP 1 or 2 PC or 3, like any of the HP games, right? And you collect birdie bots every flavor beans, and you just throw them around at people as like a projectile. So yeah, that's essentially what this game did with the carrots. So yeah, these little gears, by the way, we're supposed to be collecting them. I don't know if I mentioned that, but canonically, when Daffy was doing like his little exterminator thing for Granny, he accidentally broke the machine, and now all the gears are scattered throughout time. And for Hundo, you actually need to collect all of them to, you know, fix Granny's machine and get the 100% ending, because this game actually has a unique ending for 100%. Alright, so here we're gonna charge a roll. And we're gonna go to the gardens, which in my personal opinion is the most interesting part of this level. Oh, okay. I tried calling Taz there because he does move a little faster, but bear with me, I am a little rusty at this. So yeah, there's an arrow key section here. You basically repeat the pattern that's on the floor. It's not hard. So here we're gonna switch to Taz. We'll activate the blue switch. Normally you're supposed to go in each direction, but since this game is very broken, we're only gonna go in this direction. So here we're gonna take bugs, we're gonna throw them over there, and basically we're supposed to throw them through all of these rings right here. And by the way, this is what you're supposed to do here casually, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, here we're gonna throw them over. Oh, okay, I completely missed. That's fine. There we go. The music here, the vibe, like the general aesthetic of this level overall reminds me of Disney's Aladdin, which we're going to be seeing later performed by Flo. I'm very excited about that run. You guys should definitely stick around and see it, as well as all the others, of course. But yeah. This game is very similar in many aspects. So we're gonna call Taz right here, then we're gonna jump on this little vase and basically fall out of bounds from down here. And we're gonna go in this direction. And there we go. Alright, there we go. Basically, there's 3 pillars over there. The only one that interests us is middle one, or that one over there, because it has the item we want, which is this pearl that makes the statue do its thing. I'm very good at speaking today. But yeah, here we're gonna use the Taz to do the exact same thing and go in another direction to pick up the final pearl, which unlocks the token. Basically, once you collect all the pearls, the lion's gonna give you the token. Ooh, I hate it when this happens. Sometimes it can just black out like that. Oh. Come on, there we go. I really hope that didn't soft lock the thing, because if it did, then we're in trouble. I did it again. That's fine. Bear with me, chat. I am an experienced runner. It's totally fine, though. Jokes like that, I did expect. Alright, there we go. So this time we're going this way. Now I do hope that bug didn't soft lock the pearl. That would be annoying. Webcam shaking? Oh. Wait, is it still? Alright, it looks like the pearl is fine. So yeah, we're already looking like we're going a little bit behind estimates, so I should have been a little more generous, but that's fine. Here we're gonna switch with Taz and pick up the token. Yeah, sometimes when you go too far out of bounds like that, that can happen. Which is, unfortunate. But at least it didn't cause any permanent damage to the run, because it can do that, but I've only ever had that once. Yeah, the reason my webcam is shaking, by the way, is because I'm playing on a laptop, so it's a laptop webcam, so it will shake occasionally. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's a common recurring thing. Anyway, we threw bugs out of bounds just now, and we're gonna fall through the floor right here. Oh my god, Beerhead. Yeah, there we go. That's someone who's actually good at the game. Hello! How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Beerhead is... I could be wrong about this, but the person who actually invented the category altogether, right? Like, yeah. There we go. You got the genie. And here we're gonna switch to Taz and basically go out. And we need to collect one more genie to get the world token. However, first, we're actually up. That's fine. We're actually gonna go in here and well, actually, yeah. But first we get the genie, and then we're gonna talk to Tweety. And yeah, very very simple trick with like just jumping on the fire, much like what we did with the dragon. Yeah, great speed game in general. I really wanted to show this off to the HP community because it's very similar to many of the games we run. We. The Ginny. Yeah. And there we go. There's the final token of this area.
No.
And now we're going to Transylvania, which in my opinion is the hardest but most interesting part of the game. We're gonna perform the exact same trick that I did at the start to get out of bounds. So that's fun. And there we go. We're just gonna go down there. Wait for Ginny, stop whining. It's a good name. Yeah, we're basically gonna access the trigger out of bounds, much like many other things that we were doing before. There we go. Now, first thing we're gonna do in Transylvanian era, it's such a cool level, by the way. This is by far my favorite area. I just love the dark aesthetic of it. And, you know, the enemies are cool. And also the final boss is pretty cool. It's a little lackluster for what it could have been, but I do like the design, and the voice actor kills it. And this part is just an auto-scroller. But yeah, you do gotta be careful because some of the things here can kill you. Yeah, Miney is actually hosting because Dino really needs to get some sleep. Right, here we are. I'm not really sure what the optimal pathing is of this. I'm sure there is one, but hey, I'm just I'm going with whatever. Yeah, I can see this level becoming a run killer. Like I said, I'm pretty new to this game overall. I legitimately just really wanted to learn it for this event because I was like, if I'm doing a game, it's this game. That's the one game that I knew for sure that I wanted to do. Ouch. When does bugs turn into Chungus? Ah yes, I was supposed to rant about that. So originally I wanted to play Chungus in this event, but then the organizers told me that I'm not allowed to play Chungus. So I just improvised and did the next best thing and just played bugs. But no, it's really cool. It's a really good game. Also, the music in this game is a banger. Not sure who the composer is, but they did a really damn good job. Up. Alright, I always take a lot of damage here. Chungus is the game. Yeah, I am actually in a Chungus Discord.
No.
Boom. So that was the first token, really straightforward. The second token is actually what I consider, if you've played HP2 PC, this is the Scourge skip of the game. Basically, there's this token, and you're supposed to do some stuff around the world in order to get it, but you can actually clip through the door, and it's surprisingly easy to do so. You just do that.
Yes.
Yo, that golded. Let's go. That's the first gold I've gotten. So let's go. A gold for the event. So yeah, like I said, carrots are a projectile, and we have learned how to use carrots as a projectile during the Arabian era. So that's cool. There we go. Boom. So there's this bubblegum mechanic, which I'm surprised made it past testing. But developers probably didn't give a crap that this can be really abused. They really tried to stop you from abusing it, but they didn't try hard enough, like at all. But an attempt was made, and I will get to it when I do get there. Or at least I think an attempt was made, because there are specific points where I should not have dived that up. Okay. I'm really bad at the swimming in this game. Instead of diving, I should have just swam to it. That's fine. Alright, let's just, can we? Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. I am failing this so hard. I am really bad at swimming in this game. Yeah, it's a really good game, B8. Okay, all you're supposed to do is push this button. Literally, that's the extent of the actions that I'm failing here. There's nothing hard about it. It's just a skill issue. Don't mind it. Can we call bugs here? There we go. And now we are going to open the final thingy. And this is Zoovania, by the way. In my opinion, the coolest part of the game. So here we're gonna throw bugs out of bounds, like that. Oh, that didn't work. For some reason. Angle looked good. There we go. Oh, crap. Almost didn't glide. There we go. Yeah, there's also a thing about the way I'm playing this Bearhead, which is probably suboptimal, but I'm playing with a keyboard. Only because, like, well, generally I wanted to play with a keyboard, and I didn't have time to set up controller anyway, so I just learned it with a keyboard and kind of stuck with it. There we go. And then there's one more button we need to push to trigger nighttime. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, 0 good ways? Gotcha. I don't know, it always felt like this game would probably play better on controller. But I could be wrong, of course. And we're gonna fly over here. And the final button is right here. There we go. So this triggers nighttime. And what happens in nighttime? Well, it's dark and there's monsters now. So now there's a little mini boss you're supposed to do against a plant here. But much like pretty much every other boss fight in this game aside for 2, we're gonna skip it. In my opinion, in a really cool way. We're gonna get tasked to eat a bubblegum here. Now, if you go directly through the door with the bubblegum will pop, which is why I'm saying an attempt was made to stop this. But if you go above the gate, kind of like that, and then towards over there, you can just kind of keep going. Because, like, they clearly had, like, specific triggers to pop the bubblegum, but, like, they didn't put them, like, everywhere for whatever reason. There we go. Now, there is a reason why I'm trying not to get too much height here. That's because there's a trigger that if you accidentally hit here, you can get sent back to the central area. So we do want to avoid that, but there's the token right there. And we're just gonna fly from underneath it. And you can see the boss on the side of me over there. And we're just gonna kind of grab the token like that. And after this, we're gonna quit to the central area and we will start heading to the part that I'm legitimately the worst at, the final part of the game. I really suck at the last level, so I'm gonna ask everyone to be a bit indulgent, but we will get past it. It's still a really cool level. And there we go. Now time to do an 80% run. Yeah, 80% is like mega fast in this. You essentially only do this. There we go. I think I'm headed the right way. But yeah, basically we're gonna out of bounds until the last room. Yeah, Acme Clip is the only way I learned. It just seemed like the more beginner friendly option. There we go. And now we're here. And I'll actually drop a save here for a very specific reason. Bearhead probably knows why. But there is a soft block that can occur that I'm not really sure what causes it. It might be cycles, it might be something else, but it is at the final boss fight. Alright. There we go. There we go. That actually went surprisingly well there. I'm usually a lot worse at that. Oh, good RNG. Let's go. So Dracula is actually gonna pop from a random thingy there, so that was actually very lucky. So we're just gonna stand here with Taz and we're gonna grab with bugs. I'm doing the completely beginner version of it, and it looks like we're gonna be roughly on estimate here, which is cool. I didn't expect to make that, but let's go. There we go. Alright. Well, if you think about it, 5 seconds is a lot in the 80% category of this, but I guess it doesn't really matter for boss tokens because, you know, you've had this long run anyway, and come on, you can make it. There we go. Oh. Up, there, up. There we go. And time is going to end as soon as we push the final statue, which is this one. And time. There we go. 40 minutes, 51 seconds. I mean, I'll take it. It's not amazing, but it's the game. Go check it out. There's really cool runs. There's a really good tutorial for this category that's very easy to follow on as well. And the community is very helpful in like everything. Thanks for the GGs, guys. Yeah, and there we go. Now, I'll let the final cutscene play, because it's a funny cutscene. Basically, you're gonna be returning the diamond to Granny here, and then there's Daffy.
Wait! Wait a minute! Don't leave me here with this bloodthirsty count! I'm too young to die!
Yeah. I actually golded the final split as well, because I got the good RNG for Dracula. And I'm surprised like from my skill level, that final level went kind of well. So I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Thanks, Ryan's mom. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for all the GGs, guys. Thanks, Bearhead. Appreciate it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much the time I roughly expected to get, like 41, 42. My PB right now is like a 38. Yeah, we'll be going lower. I do plan to grind this game a little bit more because I am having a lot of fun with it. And there's also some strategies that I didn't show off that I don't go for. So I will be looking into those. So yeah, for those interested in the game, please check it out. Let me actually trigger the world record command. Wait, is that not how it goes? Okay, maybe I'm not smart enough, but it's, oh, we don't have that. Okay, gotcha. It's a really cool record. Go watch it. By The Blue Knight. It's 29 minutes 18 seconds, so over 10 minutes faster. So we are not going to be returning for more gears because that's a hundo thing, and we only did all boss tokens. And yeah, next run in line, I'm pretty sure, is a very exciting one. It's Finding Nemo by Cosmic. So I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to that. And there's the duck.
Evening. My, aren't you a delicious looking duck?
Oh no.
I'm high in fat and very high in cholesterol.
Oh no. Poor Daffy stuck in Transylvania. Yeah, we're gonna... And there we go. We've completed 6% of the game overall. But we collected all 12 boss tokens. And that's all, folks. Really, really fun game. I recommend it. And whenever mine is...